Hey guys, how y'all doing? Good morning, and good evening, good afternoon to others around the world. Welcome back to another Pokemon Unite video featuring Greninja. Coming through the jungle in a solo queue, trying to get back up to Master's rank, because due to that reset, we're back down here. It's all good though. We are playing Greninja just because I think this Pokemon right here is going to be the solo queue carry. He is S tier through and through. Team play, solo queue, it doesn't matter. Greninja is here to stay. Especially considering he also just got a brand new buff in which lowers his Unite cooldown tremendously. Why they do this, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Not a good idea, because this Pokemon's nuts. Yes, that was a Float Stone you guys saw. We are running Float Stone, Scope Lens, and Muscle Band. We're not running Buddy Berry. We're not running, what do you call it? Focus Band. None of that. No, just pure DPS on my Greninja here today. And I'm going to tell you why. You don't have to run Float Stone, right? You could go ahead and take Razor Claw. You can go ahead and take Attack Weight. You can do any of that. You can take Focus Band, Buddy Bear. You can do any of those items. But today in particular, we are running Float Stone. Because I think this item is pretty solid. It's very, very strong. And I think a lot of people don't realize the mechanic and how good this item actually is. It's not the fact that it gives you movement speed or a passive ability. It's not that. It's because this item gives you... Wow, Cinderace. It's because this item gives you a flat attack damage and flat movement speed, in which no other item can give you these statistics. And I'm talking attack weight, I'm talking another Razor Claw, we're talking any other DPS item. Float Stone gives you the highest flat damage. And on a Pokemon like Greninja, who already does ridiculous damage, and Water Shuriken does not crit, so your Scope Lens doesn't apply to that. Your Scope Lens will just apply to your basic attacks and your melee attacks. But Float Stone will increase your damage overall as a whole for flat damage. Now, the movement speed is just a benefit because when you're inside these team fights... Nice. When you're inside these team fights, you can just have increased movement speed opposed to all the other Pokemon because they cannot catch you due to the red buff you got going on here. Your Water Shuriken, because when you hit somebody with your Water Shuriken, it slows them down and gives you, what? Movement speed. Because you're faster than them. And Water Shuriken, on top of Float Stone, allows you to be more mobile. When you're playing this Greninja, what do you guys want to do? You want to be on the outside of the battle at all times. You don't necessarily want to be in the middle of the fight unless you're uniting into the middle to do the big AoE burst or using your Night move to reposition yourself. But most of the time, you want to be on the outside of the battle, throwing out Shurikens. It does as much damage as you possibly can. And Water Shuriken does have an AoE splash when it lands on a target. It's not a big splash, but it does do a little bit of damage to everyone around it. But with this build in particular, you can just sit here and spam Water Shuriken. You don't have to worry about it. Unless you're running Surf and Smokescreen, you have to be a little bit more mindful because Smokescreen and Surf have a different playstyle mechanic all around. Whereas I told you before, when you're playing that sort of build setup, you want to make sure you're engaging in the backline. You want to make sure you're coming out of a bush here with Smokescreen, going straight for the backline, try to get those executes off. Dragonite's might get outplayed, dude. I have Unite. I know he does not. See you, bud. It's nice knowing you. We ain't dying today. No, I feel bad for him. Charizard's going to disrespect me too. Easy peasy. Let's go. Easy peasy. Wasn't even worried. Dude's level 7, by the way. So strong right now. This Pokemon is so busted. Just because, again, in solo queue, I feel like Greninja is one of those Pokemon that can just hard carries. As soon as he picks up that Dreadnought, if he hits level 9, he gets that Dreadnought first, you are at a huge advantage for your team. Now, you can argue that's like that for almost every game, right? If we get Dreadnought first. Yes and no. Because when you have a very, very solid Greninja player on your squad, at the end of the day, this Pokemon just carries games. He really does. I'm sitting here almost level 14 for the second Dreadnought, by the way. So I'm sitting here getting kills, I'm farming, I'm going through my rotations, I'm everywhere in this game. And there's not much they can do about it. And I think that also applies to Float Stone, just because the flat movement speed, I'm able to traverse the map a lot easier, a lot faster. Get up another 3-piece here. You gonna leave, Dragonite? Yeah, he's gonna leave. He's gonna leave. I bet Sidgewad chases this too, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. There's not really a reason to do that, to be fair. The man's out. He got his Nikes on, both feet. He's gone, buddy. We'll go back over here and get this farm. I mean, if he goes top lane, he goes top lane to die. If it comes over here, he comes over here to die. Oh, cool. Sweet. See ya. Nice. Thanks, Dragonite. Appreciate you, bud. See what we can do up here. We almost have Unite move ready for this play. I gotta be mindful on how we do this. The only reason why I'm diving in here, the only reason, is I saw that Electro Ball was gonna be landing on that Cinderace. Now we can just go in. Most of the time you don't want to do this, but you gotta keep in mind it was only Blastoise here. I didn't expect Charizard to have his Unite, which he didn't have it, otherwise he would have popped it in that situation. So it's just Blastoise, so I have to worry about his Unite move. And just because I did have the Water Shuriken and the Unite to give me that movement speed, I wasn't necessarily worried about it. Especially with the lifesteal that you get from Greninja's Water Shuriken. Pretty intense sometimes, it really is. Look at this. Before the third Dreadnought comes up, before Zapdos spawns, we hit level 15. It's crazy. It really is. We get free bees again. Because after I kill these bees, we should have another set of bees that's get ready to spawn. If I remember how the timer works here. Pretty sure. Yep, cool. Let's go. Look at all that experience double stacking. Let's do this. Alright, we got another 10 seconds for this Dreadnought here. We should be solid. We have a whole team down here. This is solo queue. So at the end of the day, it's just like even in team play, this doesn't happen 9 out of 10. Let's be fair. Let's be fair. But we should be able to take this, no problem. Blastoise does get free scoring, which is fine. But we can go ahead and catch out this team, like 1 or 2 targets right before the Zapdos fight. It's huge. I wanted to go back to base to stop those, but there's no reason to in case Dragonite has Unite move. I mean, I could hard engage on him. He could just fly away. So might as well just catch him out. See? He did have Unite. Now he's dead. And now their team is in a very, very bad spot. Hey, look, there's his Unite move, but it doesn't matter. It's way too late. But it's one of those situations where I think a lot of people don't realize how to play as Zapdos. I know I have issues too sometimes because I'm not perfect, right? No one's perfect. But at the end of the day, it's one of those ordeals where if you're playing the carry Pokemon, so if you're playing Greninja, you're playing Cinderace, you're playing Gengar, whoever that may be, you never want to be the first person to enter that bush. Ever. No matter what. I don't care what level you are, it doesn't matter. Because those bushes right here, death traps. Every single one of them. You always let your team go first. You let them be the fodder. This is the way it has to go, especially when you are doing the most damage on the team, if that makes sense. And you know how you're playing in every single match. So if you know you're doing well, why would you just automatically, as the carry, be like, you know what, guys, let me face check that? Not a smart idea. It's really not. But overall, dude, I think Greninja right now deserves this S rank spot just because his playstyle mechanic, his micro and macro skill sets that he has to have to perform well with this Pokemon is very, very high. But at the same time, if you're really good with Greninja, you guys know how it is. Really good with this Pokemon, you have no problem carrying the game. 100%. Ooh, that was it. But either way, man, this has been Pawseplays. Hope you guys smash that like button. Come join that Discord. Come tell me I suck. It is what it is. Make sure you guys stay safe out there. Have a good day. Because over here it's raining. So it doesn't look like we get to go cook out or do anything fun today because it's pouring down. But it's okay because we got to go to work. So I'll catch you guys in the very next video.